They've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks a hard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline, throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, that's back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's Ji'Ayir! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
San Francisco 49ers.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. Guys, we are back to bring you guys another March Madness at midnight. It is day 16. The month is flying by, man. Let me tell you, man, these shows, these days, they just go by so quick anymore, man. Like, I feel like I just finished doing March Madness last year, but here I am right back at it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Shout out to DJ Malone for keeping the show going. I told my daughter tonight, she said, Daddy, what do you do on March Madness? I said, I answer questions that anybody has. And then she said, what if nobody has any questions? I said, well, then I'm just going to sing. So for the people on X right now that are watching, you guys can feel free to leave some comments in there as well. Post your questions. We are supposed to be able to see them now. So let's test that out. You guys, this is live right now. Fire off the questions. I don't care what they're about. I will absolutely answer them to the best of my ability. All right, here we go. Is there a particular wide receiver that you want in the draft? No, and no. A lot of the wide receivers that I like just don't seem to be Kyle's type. You know, I like the 6'4" freak athlete type guys that are, you know, long arms and lightning fast and just strong, physical. You know, like I was a Corey Davis guy, right? 6'2", 6'3", something like that. I don't remember how tall Corey Davis was. I don't think Kyle would ever look at a player like him. Kyle's window is the 5'11" to 6'1", you know, not the fastest guy. And then when he gets the guys with speed, he's not interested in them. So I don't get my hopes up on it. You know, I'd rather us draft one of the guys and then just go and look at him. Like, all right, what do I think about this guy after we draft him? Have you ever Dutch oven anyone before? Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? You know, I can't marry my wife until I can tell that she can tolerate my farts, man. She's got to get down and stay down, you know, gas chamber that, you know. I've probably done it to my kids before. But yeah, absolutely. Got to do the Dutch oven. Do you know anything about LOL and what? LOL, what word is this, bro? Now here I am. I swear to God, if you make me regret putting this in my Google search history, I'm about to be mad. Let me see. Volunteerism. It's trying to auto-correct it to volunteerism. Is that what you meant to write? Volunteerism? No, it's asking for location. No, do not share my location for this search because I don't know what he's asking me to do. So no, we're not doing that. All right. So no, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what that was supposed to say. I don't know what that is, but no. What's the spiciest food you've ever eaten? That's a really good question. So my sister-in-law thinks it's hilarious to try to kill me. And so when I go over there on certain holidays, usually Halloween, she tends to have the hottest chip in the world. I've done the one chip challenge. She's had hot nuts before. She tried to get the hot gummy bears. That didn't really work out, but I've done those kind of things. I've done the hot ones, the wings challenge at my buddy's house. So I can't tell you, like, a real food, but I've had those things before. I've done in all levels. Your boy's a champ. Well, I'm 40 now. I don't know how it's going to work, man. So I might fall apart now if I tried it. Jimmy G to the Lambs. That's what they say. Cool. Go get him, man. Hey, look, somebody's got to get him. He's not going to just ride. Well, he is probably going to ride the bench, but he's not just going to, not be on a team for too long. So I'm not mad at that. Shout out to Jimmy Garoppolo. Cool. Good for him. Good luck with all of that stuff. Long is a dumb deal for them, right? Like, what exactly is appealing about Jimmy Garoppolo? And is it just to get a one-up on the 49ers? Like, I got somebody who knows how you think, because I don't think it's going to help much. I don't think. Maybe. I mean, no, I don't think so, because a lot of us were begging for Kyle to call a Jimmy style offense for some of the other quarterbacks that have been here since Jimmy, and it didn't quite feel that way. So I don't think it's that kind of thing. I don't think there's like, oh, we got more intel than what we thought we had on them, so who knows. How's the family doing, Mike? Everyone is doing good. My dog is sitting here next to me, ready to start snoring. So if you guys hear that in a couple of minutes, that's what it is. And the kids have camp out night, Friday nights. There's no bedtime, so they take over the whole living room. We used to sit around and watch movies together and stuff, but my kids are all too cool for me now. So, y'all are. They don't want to watch late night movies with me anymore. They got their tablets and stuff like that. They'll play some video games or whatever, but it is what it is. I still love them. Seeing as you bring one of your immediate family members to games, whose turn is it this time? It is my middle daughter, Aria. So what I do is I take one of my children to their first away game. And I say away as in like away from where we live. We get on a plane when they turn 10. So the year of their 10th birthday, we go to a game. She turns 10 in December. So we're going to be going to a late game, hopefully somewhere sunny in California, Arizona. Get her on a plane and get her to a game. That's what we're doing. So when she turns 10 this year, it's going to be party time. Which game were you thinking about going to? Oh, look at that. I answered that already. All right. John V is in the building. What's going on, John? He says Kyle drafts receivers that he wishes he was. Come on, man. Don't, of course. Melissa is back in the building. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. Your presence was missed. Hope all is well with the family. Happy to see you. All right. Omar says here, do you think we'll see Nick Bosa and YGM line up next to each other for some stunts? That's an interesting call, and the answer is probably yes. If Matos can make the roster, I think they're going to plan on using him in some interesting ways. I think that this whole defensive line is going to be different. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The way the team is looking like they want to operate right now, and it's just a couple of pieces, right? It's just a couple of pieces, but they've got some really versatile guys. And like I said, 3, 4, 5 man fronts, they're going to do it. But they have to practice it, not just run these guys out there because you can. I saw a lot of different personnel groupings this year, but it looked like they didn't really like practice it. And it was like, we're just going out here going through the motions. You don't get sacks because of the names of the players that are on the field. You don't get sacks because you just happen to line up this guy next to that guy. No, y'all got to work it. And it's got to be worked and perfected. And I just didn't get that feeling. Now, who am I to say that? I'm not at practices or anything like that. But I do think we see some interesting stunts this year. Callie's in the building. He says, got to hit you with a hip-hop question. All right, what we got here? Mobb Deep or Locks? Ooh, give me the Locks. Favorite Mobb Deep joint? Oh, man. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, man. I don't know. I think the Quiet Storm. I know that sounds corny, and not even the remix, like the original joint. Quiet Storm. I don't know. It took me a while to get into Mobb Deep because I hated for the longest time. I hated the way Prodigy rapped. I hated it. Like, it was so much that, like, I had a Havoc poster because I didn't like the way Prodigy rapped, just to show my disdain for him. I don't like when people don't rap on beat, don't line up the bars and everything. And he did that. It was like this just weird, like, you got to like really get into it. And it was terrible. Was Sheik Luch the weakest rapper in the Locks? No, actually, he was one of the better ones. Sheik Luch is my guy. Are you kidding me? He's got like my favorite verses on everything. And then when you go back and listen to their Locks We Are the Streets album, I think he had the best solo song on there too. It's going to be hard to compete with that Jada joint though. The headphones is on fire this time around, Styles, right? But that was just the blood pressure joint was crazy. But I like Sheik Luch a lot. People don't give him credit for anything, but Sheik was the guy for me. 230, 6'2", 3 bones for you, just like a cat versus a pit. I love Sheik. I love Sheik. I think he was the most underrated one, obviously. And that may be why I liked him the most, because I felt like he was the most disrespected. So good evening, Mike. What's going on? How are you doing, my friend Rick? What's going on, big dog? All is well, man. I am excited. I'm excited, man. It's been a good week. Getting ready to get some work done on the house, man. I'm a little nervous, waiting for this check to get cut from the insurance company, and it's about to go down. Really, like really, really, really. So I'm excited. Got a new car. Family is getting healthy. I got a lot to be grateful for, man. I'm doing good. I hope you are too. Is there any boxing podcast you watch? Actually, no. And this is funny. I actually thought about getting into a boxing podcast and just picking a random one and listening. But I don't even know. I can't say I don't know how to start. Like you literally just pick one. But I watched there's a boxer from Jersey. He just won a title. He's thinking about vacating it already. And people were critiquing him on their podcast. It was 2 women, and he got like really upset about it. Like, you didn't even know what you were talking about. Like, I was controlling this, I was doing that, blah, blah, blah. And I watched a little bit of their podcast, and I was like, all right, yeah, I can't do this. I can't get into this one. So I'm gonna have to look around and find one, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna look around. Ice. Melissa says, Mike, first time Ji'Ayir Brown gets a pick 6 against. I hope it's the Rams. The Rams. I wanted to be a division opponent, and they're the only ones I really care about right now. So I'm going to go with the Rams. All right. Let's see here. Here we go. Do you think we go offensive line, defensive line, or other than that, pick 31? Oh, whoa. Dog farts. Oh, my God. Bear, go home. Holy smokes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not thinking that we maybe offensive line. Maybe offensive line, unless a really, really, really good edge rusher falls. Someone with red flag. Oh, God. It's so strong. Oh, Jesus. Probably offensive line. I hope it's offensive line. If not offensive line, I hope Kyle shocks people and takes like a wide receiver or a tight end that fell. Like, just completely shock people, because we need the help. We need the help, especially in the tight end. So we'll see. All right. Mike, with these defensive line pieces, do you believe they're changing their philosophy? I do, John. And is he still doing it? I think it's going to be a lot about the ability to mix it up when they want to, right? One of the things that I like about good coordinators is designing a game plan specifically for the opponent, right? Like, I feel like that's Bill Belichick type, right? Offensive game plan, defensive game plan is going to be specific. And the opposite of that is the Seattle style defense that we emulate, right? Back from, the 2012, the Legion of Boom days, where it's like, we're going to line up. This is our defense. Now beat us. Like, our guys versus your guys, and that's it. I like the Belichick way. You guys do X, Y, and Z well. I can't take away all 3, but I'm going to take away Z and X and see if your Y has got what it takes today. Like, and I hope that's what they bring to this. I really, really do. I really do. I don't want to see the wide 9 if it's not beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Let's see some 3-man fronts. Let's see some 5-man fronts with 2, 3 really big defensive tackles. We get 300 plus pounds now. Like, I want to see that. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Ian Sharp says, what happened to the 49ers Hive show? They finished up. Listen, man, the Super Bowl was tough for everybody, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but you asked, so you're going to get an answer. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's go. Let's see. Why the push-up challenge of all challenges? What's the push-up challenge? I got to Google this. I like push-ups. Hold on now. Actually, let me not Google it. I should probably just look at it on Twitter because there's probably a specific one. There's probably a million push-up challenges in the world. But let's see. Let's see. Push-up challenge on Twitter. I hear somebody snoring. Oh, shit. I think that's my wife. Texas Hold'em push-up challenge. So he's in push-up position. Oh, going down slowly, back up. Open the legs. Okay, like burpees almost, but your hands stay on the ground. Going in a circle. And then they cross, went back and forth. I could do that. I think I got that in me. I think I could do that, Melissa. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I think I could do that. All right. Let me see here. Y'all hating on me for my prodigy take. That's fine. It's okay. That is okay. Let me see if I can find one more before we get out of here. Shook ones is good. I like that. That was a good one. I had to learn to love Prodigy. I started with how much I disliked him because I hated that he rapped off beat and wouldn't finish the bars evenly. And I hated that. Absolutely hated it. But I learned to love him. Let me see here. All right, Mike, what was the catalyst to starting call-in shows and mashup podcasts? And who you love to do one with? All right, so the call-in shows, Nick was really, really passionate about opening the phone lines, and I was super duper frustrated. So you guys got to remember when I was doing, well, maybe you guys don't remember, I was doing 49ers Gab by myself for a long time. So every show that I did for them took a lot of research. I couldn't just sit down and just talk. Well, I could, but I didn't like the way it sounded. So I honed my skills. I would have topics. I would circle back around and have segues to back into topics and things like that, and callbacks and all kinds of stuff in my episodes that most people probably didn't even pay attention to. But I wanted to flow. I wanted to sound good. I wanted to just seem like I had a purpose when I sat down. And then we started Nothing But Niners, and Nick was like, let's get people involved. Let's get people involved. And I'm thinking bro, we're responding to comments. That's people involved. And Nick wanted to do the call-in shows. And the call-in shows, I'm going to be honest with you, they still do. They drive me crazy. And that's why I don't do them as often as I should. I probably should do one weekly call-in show. But they used to drive me crazy even more when I first started because I wanted to stick to a script. I wasn't used to just sitting back, someone talking, and now I have to respond. Because you don't have any control, you don't have the flow. And I wasn't raised to be rude. I don't like to hang up on people, but sometimes people just start babbling. It's dude, we got to go. Wrap this shit up, please. And I'd be messaging Nick on the side, yo, bro, can we please move on? Can we do, you know what I'm saying? So it was really Nick that had a passion for the call-in shows. And you guys probably noticed that they kind of went away after Nick left. But I don't hate them nearly as much now. In fact, I love the overreaction show. To me, that's my call-in show. I love the overreaction show, negative or positive, no matter how you look at it. And who you love to do one with? Anybody, honestly. Anybody. I have no problem. Mashup podcast too. I like going on other people's shows. If they want me on as a guest, I have 2 or 3 questions for them. Do you want me to not say anything offensive? What are the rules of your airways? How real can I be? And do you mind if I smoke? Okay, I'll have a hookah going, and that'll be how I get down. So yeah. All right, guys, listen, my 15 minutes have come and gone. My kids are ready to get to the living room. I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have been great. Thank you all for the questions. Make sure you guys are reading the episode descriptions. They get better for each time now. I've started doing something. I've started challenging you guys. I've started putting some riddles and jokes into there. So make sure you guys are reading the episode descriptions for these shows for the Nothing But Niners March Madness. All right. The madness is here. We're having a lot of fun. I'm going to get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much for all of your participation tonight. All right. Love and appreciate you all. Good to see y'all back in here, man. Y'all have been missed. That's it. Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing